Hi everybody, Dan Illman taking a look at the DRF race of the day for Tuesday, June the 16th. It's race number 2 at Assiniboia Downs, the $25,000 Chantilly Stakes for 3-year-old fillies going 3/4 of a mile. Let's take a look at this field, and you can download free formulator past performances for this race on the Race of the Day event page at DRF.com. Access them, handicap along with me. I want to remind everybody that there's a $25,000 pick 4 guarantee. Each racing night at Assiniboia Downs, it begins with race number 3. Races 3 through 6 on the Tuesday card will have the $25,000 pick 4 guarantee, a $1 minimum wager. And going into Monday's card, the 20-cent jackpot pick 5, well, it has a pool right now of $256,413. If it is not hit on Monday, obviously the pool will be larger, and the sequence will kick off on Tuesday with race number 2, the Chantilly Stakes. Remember to head on over to asdowns.com, 6:45 p.m. Central for ASDTV Live. Kurt Marshall and Stretch will give you all the up-to-date handicapping information for the card, including the $25,000 pick 4 guarantee pool and the big 20-cent jackpot pick 5 pool. Let's take a look at the Timeform US pace projector for this race. The 3 Someone Else has big early speed, but the 6 By Y'all is expected to be the speed of the speed. Something tells me that the 3 might push the 6 a little bit in the early portion of this race. That could set things up for a stalker. The stalker to beat might be the number 1, Music at Work. And let's watch Music at Work's last race, the Liz's Pride, on May the 26th. She beat 3 of these common foes, including Someone Else. She's on the outside right now, taking over the lead, drawing away from Someone Else. She was ready to fire in her first start off of the layoff. It was a really solid performance. She showed good tactical speed, 62 Beyer speed figure. And if Someone Else and Bayal decide to go out for the early lead, Music at Work might be sitting the catbird seat in 3rd. She's simply the horse to beat off her most recent performance. One of the fillies she defeated in the Liz's Pride, the number 2, Wits Data Length, well, she returned 6 days later, and she won this race, a $10,000 non-winners of 2 life event. She came from far off of the pace, and she's finishing strongly to win at 5 furlongs. 6 should not be an issue for Wits Data Link, especially if there is some pace up front. She has always been a very consistent runner. I just wonder how much upside is left in the tank. This is going to be her 20th lifetime start, and she's facing several other horses that are way more lightly raced. One of those, the number 3, Someone Else, who was a debut winner at the Century Mile way back on July the 27th, and we saw her finish 2nd in the Liz's Pride stake to Music at Work. Now, while Music at Work seemed just cranked up and ready to go, maybe Someone Else needed that race. Her first start again since July. She showed speed. She was easily second best. Perhaps a key handicapping component for Tuesday's card. This horse is receiving Lasix for the first time. She'll show good early speed, and she's just built a big, strong, good-looking filly. That 6 furlongs isn't going to be a problem for her. I think there's still plenty of the tank for the 3, Someone Else. The 4 is Kick a Little Booty, who scored last time out in this race back on August the 23rd, going 5 furlongs from way out of it. Nice to see 2-year-olds, horses that are often speed crazy, like to go to the front right from off the pace. This one was last early. She came with a strong run to win. Now, there are some things working against her. We have not seen her since August the 23rd. She's going to be facing winners for the first time. And her Beyer speed figures were light, but remember that these were Beyer speed figures earned in the summer of her 2-year-old year, 37 and 30. She is expected to improve by leaps and bounds from a Beyer standpoint as she makes her first start as a 3-year-old, and she was well regarded at the windows in both starts last summer. She beat 2 next out winners in that maiden race. The number 5 is That Love and Feelin'. She's going 2nd off the layoff, and she's getting an equipment change in here. She's getting blinkers. She was one of the horses beaten by Kick a Little Booty that came back to then win her maiden race. Last time out, she was down inside after breaking from the rail against Music at Work, and she just really didn't fire in the stretch. An even performance, but something that I think she can build on as she makes her second start off of a lengthy layoff. And completing the field is the number 6, Bayal. Let's take a look at Bayal's maiden win, where she just showed the field her heels. She opened up 6 lengths in what seemed like a blink of an eye, and she's getting a little bit tired late, but she did do some good early work to win this as a prohibitive favorite. Only a 39 Beyer speed figure. She is going to have to improve as she stretches back out to 6 furlongs for the first time, and really the key for her in this race is how much pace pressure a horse like the 3 someone else can place on her in the early portion. If someone else pushes her, she might be in a bit of trouble. Let's take a look at my top selection for race number 2, kicking off the 20-cent jackpot pick 5, again going into Monday's card. Carry over $256,413. If it's not hit Monday, obviously a bigger pool in place for Tuesday night's pick 5. Starting with the Chantilly, I just like Music It Works last race. I think she was ready to go. I think she still has a bit of upside potential. And if she runs anything close to that 62 Beyer speed figure from last time, she's going to be very tough to beat. And she might get the right setup with the speeds coming from the 3 and the 6. I think Music It Work can beat someone else again in the $25,000 Chantilly. It is the DRF race of the day for Tuesday, June the 16th. Approximate post time 8:05 Central. Best of luck.